Hi, I'm Ben. Lots of folks complain these days that cars are no more than computers on wheels. The benefit, though, is that you can tap into all that data that was never available before. Since 1996, all cars have come with OBD2. That stands for Onboard Diagnostics, and it's a standardized gateway into your car's computer. In order to get to that information, you're going to need a reader like this that scans for the data that's in the computer. These used to be really expensive, but they've come down in price, and they're pretty easy to use. We'll show you. First step to getting into the computer is to plug into the port that's under the dash. Most of the time you'll find them right by where your knees are. This one is hidden pretty deep, so I'll plug it in. Powering this one up, you just press the button like this. This one is externally powered. Not all of them are. Some of them run on the vehicle power, so you'll have to key it on. This one I can configure to get the manufacturer's codes as well, which are a little bit different than the standard OBD2 codes. At this point, in order to pull the data out of the computer, we have to key the vehicle on, so we're going to do that. The check engine light on this car is on, so we're going to now scan the car to find out what the problem is. Press scan here, follow the directions on the screen, and now it's talking. It's a really easy process. You just wait for the computer to do its work. So now it's talking to us and telling us what's wrong, and now the scan has been successful and we can go in and figure everything out now. All of these scanners are different. This one's a little bit more complicated than the normal, but it's got a variety of selections here in this main menu. We're going to get the trouble code, so we'll go down and select frame number 3 and get the trouble codes. And it tells us that we've got exhaust gas recirculation flow insufficient, the system 2 lean. That means our oxygen sensors on the engine are reading too lean. Same with the other side of the engine. So that tells us we've got a little bit of an issue with the way that the fuel system is detecting or the way that it's working. So generally, all of these codes have the same meaning across all brands. But in order to get a good read on exactly what's going on with your car, it's probably best these days to take this code along with your make and model and actually do an internet search. It'll point you in the right direction. And really, that's the best thing that these pulling codes can do for you. Whenever you pull a code like the oxygen sensor is failing, don't just throw an oxygen sensor on. It might be parts upstream, might be parts totally unrelated to that. It takes a little bit of detective work and testing. So these things used to be wildly expensive, but they've come down in price a lot. You can actually go rent them at your auto parts store. But they're so simple and so easy to use that everybody should probably get a little bit more familiar with them, at least if you're a car guy. Custom-made scan tools like this one used to be the only way to do this job. Now they make apps for it. This is really cool. It's a cable that plugs your car's computer into your phone. So just like with the scanner, you plug it into the OBD2 port, then plug this into your phone. Now you can launch the app. Now that you've got your phone hooked up, you can clear lights, you can check out what's wrong with your car. Or let's say you've got something silly, like the gas cap is loose. That'll throw code. You can find it here, go fix it, clear the code in here, and it'll turn off the check engine light. You'll be back on the road, and it was a simple fix. The thing you can't do, those of you who live in emissions regulation states, is just clear the lights and go through your test and think you can cheat by. They'll know, and you'll get busted. So the cool thing about the smartphone system is that A, you can't mess up the car. You can't mess up the car with OBD2 at all. You're just reading codes. B, you can do all kinds of really powerful stuff. You can log data, you can watch the engine performance as it's going. Heck, they've even got a Bluetooth dongle, so you can always have this thing hooked up to the car. If you're a car geek, this is really the way to go. If you have any questions about this job, leave them in the comment section or shoot me an email. We'll try to set them up in a video chat.